you're just as handsome when you're asleep as you are when you're awake. When you're sleeping, you have the cutest little smile.
What have you been doing? You been sitting there watching me sleep?
Yeah. I've been memorizing just how you look. That way, when I'm not with you, I can close my eyes and picture you.
Hello. Oh, hi, Ted.
Johnny, I want to talk to my daughter.
Oh, yeah, sure. Just a second. Here she is.
Hi, Dad. I guess you got my note.
Tina, I don't want to talk about that now. I want you here at the carriage house within 15 minutes. Then we'll discuss your behavior. You understand that? And I also want you at the gallery all day today. Is that clear?
Dad, stop treating me like a child. Now, stay at the gallery all day long if you want me to, but I'm not going to run over to the carriage house so you can scold me. I'll see you at the gallery. Think I was underage or something.
Tina, you shouldn't hang up on your dad like that.
I'm not going to let him boss me around just because he's my father.
I'll tell you what, why don't you and I go over there and talk to him, huh? Together.
I think this is something I should handle myself. Besides, there really isn't anything wrong. I mean, I've been totally honest with my father about you and me. In fact, I think I've been much more open with him than he's been with me.
Yeah, what do you say this time? You and I will be straight out front. We'll go over there and we'll talk to him together. What do you think?
Honey.
Come on, no no's, okay? Let's go. All right? It's just much my responsibility as yours. I don't want you taking the blame alone.
Well, that's just it. There shouldn't be any blame.
And that's just what I'm going to tell him. Okay? Let's go.
I hope you don't think that I'm goofing off somewhere.
No, I don't think that, because when you do finally show up, you look like you've been really busy, you know, and like you're really tense, like you've been at some fancy board of directors meeting or something. Vicki and I have talked about it.
Oh? What does she say about it?
Well, she says that it's obvious that you've been at some kind of estate auction, you know, buying paintings and sculptures.
Well, she's right. That's what I'm doing.
I really don't think that's true.
What do you mean?
If it were true, we'd be getting deliveries at the art gallery when you're not there, and that's just not the way it works at all.
Well, it works sometimes that way, doesn't it? And the rest of the time, I'm trying to find something that I can afford to buy, that I can make a profit on.
I wish I could believe it was as simple as that, but I don't.
You don't trust me, do you?
Of course I do. I keep thinking that you're keeping something from me.
Tina, from now on, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do, all right? Where I go and what I do. But it's difficult for me because I've been a loner most of my life. And I'm not used to sharing with other people. Especially unimportant little things like, what'd you have for lunch and where did you have lunch? I mean, sometimes Vicki asks me these questions and well, I'm surprised.
You shouldn't be. It's just because she's concerned about whether or not you're eating right instead of grabbing some hot dog or something. I mean, she cares about you, and so do I. And Vicki has complete faith in you.
Well, sometimes I wonder about that.
Well, believe me, there's no need to worry about that, or else why would you be staying here in her house with her kids?
Yeah, well, that's true, but, well, I still have my doubts.
You know, I'm surprised at you. I mean, if you don't believe by now that Vicki has trust in you, well then...
Tina, I desperately need a second chance. And Vicki is it. I was a fool to leave your mother. And ever since that day, I vowed that if I ever fell in love again, I would make up for that error by being, well, almost the perfect kind of a husband. Do you understand that?
Of course.
And Vicki, well, she's the woman for me. Honey, I can contribute something to her life. Do you believe that?
I know you can.
Do you know what will happen to Vicki if I don't marry her? She'll begin to dry up very slowly. Oh, she'll continue to be the worthwhile woman doing the worthwhile things, filling the empty hours of the day, but not the empty spaces in her heart. And that would, well, it worries me because, you see, I don't understand why she doesn't realize that.
I think she does.
Well, I'd like to see a little more evidence of it. Look, I've got to go. I'm running late. Honey, will you be here when I get back?
Well, I wasn't planning on going out. Johnny's supposed to call as soon as he has some time. Dad, I'm really glad you confided in me. It makes me feel a lot closer to you.
You are a sweetheart.
But you still didn't tell me where you're going.
I just wasn't in the mood.
Yeah, no sweat. Hey, we'll see you, huh? I'm going to change. Bye. Bye. I'm getting cold. Let's go.
All right. Well, remember, like, cutting in front of Want a little cold tonight, Tina? You want to talk? I know you've got a crush on Nick.
Look, I am sick and tired of everybody telling me how they know how I feel, okay? I mean, first it was Aunt Vicky, and then Uncle Joe, and now you.
Well, I'm not going to play your Aunt Vicky, I promise. I promise I'm not giving you on pitfalls of becoming involved with an older man. I just want to talk, just like two friends, okay?
I don't think we have anything to talk about.
I don't know about that. We could start with the fact that you've been sitting by the pool for the past 20 minutes while the rest of us have been in there swimming around and having a good time.
Look, I just don't feel like swimming now, eh? Didn't realize that all your employees were required to do 20 laps.
Look, Tina, I understand the hurt that you're feeling right now. I know what it's like to be interested in an older guy who's involved with somebody else.
Oh, now that you were going to marry Tony Ward, weren't you?
He hurt me, and I ended up hurting him.
Look, I'm sorry. You know, I just wanted to work for me once, you know? I can just wait for Aunt Vicky and Uncle Joe to hear about this. Tina does it again. Goes after some guy.
I know. I know what it's like. I really do.
Look, if you're just going to give me some more words of advice, forget it. Okay? Just forget it.
Okay. But I'm down a little bit and feel like talking. You just let me know.
Thank you, Vicky.
I don't want to talk to him.
Well, I would quite like to hear what he has to say.
Now, I don't want to upset you, but I think we better get this out in the open. And right now, Tina has been spreading lies about me, and I want to put a stop to it.
What is this? You're just going to let him come in here?
I would like to hear him out.
Well, I wouldn't like to.
Tina, your father has just accused you of being a liar. Now, come on, aren't you at least curious why?
You know, you've been on his side ever since he came to Landview. And you're nothing but a troublemaker. You know, we've never fought this much before.
Well, if that's true, I'm very sorry, but that has absolutely nothing to do with this. I'm not going to let you get away with what you've been doing.
Get away with what?
You told Hal Somerville that I've been harassing you. She told him that I went out of my way, have been going out of my way to tell her that I don't like her, that I disapprove of her, that I'm even ashamed of her.
When did he tell you this?
Just a little while ago at the club.
Well, he's a liar. He's just trying to get even.
Why?
Because I won't go out with him anymore. He's so jealous he'd do anything. Look, and I never said those things.
Well, he said you did, and from his whole attitude, I tend to believe him.
Well, that just goes to show that you don't like me, you don't approve of me, and you're ashamed of me.
Tina, nothing could be farther from the truth. I'm your father. I'm here because I love you. I care about how you feel.
Oh, yeah? Well, then why did you leave me and my mother 16 years ago?
Tina, let's settle one thing at a time, all right?
I think it's already settled. You've made up your mind, haven't you?
No, of course I haven't.
Oh, come on, Vicky. You don't care about me.
Tina!
And you don't love me either. You're just a liar and a hypocrite. Do you see? Do you see what he did? That man is not my father. My father would never do that. You're not my father. And I'm going to prove it if it's the last thing I do.
I knew coming here was the right thing to do.
What are you going to do if your dad finds out?
He won't. Besides, Lloyd left first, and so he doesn't know that I closed.
And what if he calls down at the gallery looking for you? What are you going to do then?
Well, that's the chance I just have to take, I guess. It's just so beautiful today, and I missed you, and I don't know, I thought maybe I just might surprise you.
Well, this was the nicest surprise I've had in about a week.
See, I knew you wouldn't mind my coming over here.
I sure didn't. You know, I don't want to start any hard feelings with your dad, though. I don't think he's really excited about us dating.
That's not true.
Well, maybe not, but... Well, when he tells you to stay at the gallery, you ought to stay there. And, we can just get together later.
The gallery's so boring. I mean, there's never anybody there, and... Yeah, I don't even know why he keeps it open.
Well, everybody's got to make a living.
Yeah, well, he doesn't make it there. I mean, he does all his work in the hotel. If half the people that went through the hotel went through the gallery, we'd be doing fine.
What kind of business does he do at a hotel?
I don't know. He never tells me anything. You know, and until he is honest with me, I don't feel any obligation to go sit there all day in the gallery. Not when I could be here with you.
Now, you shouldn't go thinking about your father like that way, you know.
Let's not talk about him anymore. Besides, it's getting a little late to go to the gallery anyway, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it is.
And we wouldn't want to waste one precious moment.
No, I don't want to waste one precious moment.